Oh, and you can hear the cicadas. They're in the tree above me. Whoop. Ah. But that's the little house we just looked at. Let me get in the car with Mama. Alright. So here's what I want to do. I want to go to the next street and hang a left, and go to the next street and hang a left and go 2 up. Yeah. And then hang a left and then go 2 over and then hang a left. We're gonna go around in a concentric circle until we leave the neighborhood. So what I want to do here, get my seatbelt on so I don't get in trouble. You can kind of see the condition of the houses. You can pause at any point that you want. You can see the cars. They're not cheap, shitty cars. They're newer-ish. They're mostly clean. We just had rain last night, so the windows aren't really a tell. I was telling the boys the windows are kind of a tell on cars, but you can kind of see how the houses are. Every once in a while, you'll get one with old cars and beat up crap, and looks like that. The house is beat. And you'll also, every once in a while, get a really nice one like that that's been totally upgraded. Actually, let's do it in right.
Right here?
Yeah, right here. You can see how they didn't do their yard. It's been dry for the last 3 weeks, so that yard hasn't been done in probably 4, but the rest of them have been. Yeah, go Ida. Turn right. That's bad juju right there. OU Sooners. Anybody that supports the Sooners, like, good lord. But you can kind of see. So again, this is between South Broadway and South Hydraulic. And South Broadway is going to be like South Union. Rough yard right there. Rough looking house, no car. They're probably using ride share. There's another house for sale with a metal shed out back. Yuck. South Hydraulic's going to be a little bit like Cottonwood, all along it, all the way up to Kellogg. Kellogg is 54, so you're 54 400 highway. Yeah, then you want to hang a right here again. That's kind of going to be your, I don't know, that's going to be 58, I guess. Yeah. So this is like right around the corner. Well, it's right down the street from the house we were just looking at. South Jubilee Center. Church and Worship Center. So there's a big church there Sunday. That's going to be a thing. Turn that down so I can hear myself. And then you got people that really take care of stuff. And then you got people that are just barely getting through it. This is that same street. That house was right down there. Okay, and this is Patty coming up. We want to hang a right again. And then there's big houses from when this was kind of out in the country that are like that. Straight here at Amston. No, go straight. And again, this is kind of okay down here. We're going to get down here a couple of streets, Mom, where we're going to like I say, this neighborhood's alright. It's not that bad. We did look at a house down in this area before I knew any better, and we didn't bid on it because it was in that kind of shape or worse. You can see this house on the corner, kind of rough, and then all that stuff. That looks like that. Here's a grade school. This is just like 2 streets over. Grade schools and high schools and middle schools, it's kind of hard to not be too close to them. That's an acceptable distance, but like having this house right across from this is really bad because there's a million people every morning. End of school zone. My butt. Let's turn right at this one. So as you go south here, it gets a little bit worse. And a lot of these down here are going to be rentals. Some of them are owned, and you can kind of tell the difference from one to the next when you're looking at them. That next turn that you can make there, see this guy owns his house for sure. He's a veteran, I'm pretty sure too. Oh, that's cute. I like the stones. But there's a dead car sitting in front of it. That's kind of a tell. This pickup truck, second dead car, and then the Honda van and the dually in front of the white pickup truck. Those are all dead vehicles. You can see the weeds and the spider webs underneath them. That's a definite tell something's going on down here. And you're just, what, 2 streets down? Yeah. That's another thing that I look at is these ramps. When those ramps are kind of old. Yeah, you want to turn left. Turn left. So, again, Broadway being kind of like South Union. This is a river. And then this is neighborhood. And this is kind of where, if you go right on the other side of this river, you're looking at some really rough stuff. Section 8 apartments, baby mama stuff, where blind people are living. And when I say blind people, I'm not being mean to blind people. I'm just saying that they're typically living on some kind of assistance. So they live with the hood rat welfare baby mamas. They tend to. It's not their fault. It's just what's happened to them. And I'm definitely not picking on them because God knows I'm one eyeball away from being on that boat myself. Love that old truck and that camper. I wonder how long that's been sitting there. Not that long. There's no spider webs underneath it. Well, there's a little bit, but not much. Rapid. They're overhauling that house. That's, yeah, see the painting. They've got the windows sealed up for painting. There's a Berkshire Hathaway. And that one looks at home. They're sitting out on their back patio. And again, this road just kind of follows that river. So on the next one, you want to turn left. And then we're going to go all the way straight to hydraulic. Because that's
where the dead end one?
Yeah, where it says you have to turn left.
Sorry, I got what you mean.
Oh, you can keep going. Still got to. What I do like here is all these natural features. They kind of turn them into a park. So like you can see there's toys and there's footpaths, and that's Garvey Park. You can find that on the map. Are they still behind us?
Yeah, no, they kind of turned off now. There's another car behind us.
So you can see this gets a little rougher, and a little rougher still. This is a school down here, and I've picked teachers up here, taken them to here. I've picked moms with kids up and taken them to here. We can probably just pull over, Mom. So
There's somebody behind me.
oh, you're okay.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see the fences are tore up. The houses are not in that greatest shape down here. This is a poorer neighborhood. Even the houses that are owned are really rough. This is right in the same space. And again, it's Wichita. It's just kind of, you know, like he said, the house that Mike Pompeo owns, because he's from here. Those are such cool houses. That's that one you wanted that had the questionable basement. You want to hang a left. But you can kind of see how rough this is looking down here. That lawn isn't mowed. The house is pretty shabby. And then the next street sign you see, probably hang a... Yeah, Fortuna goes all the way to hydraulic. You can hang a... Right. Right sends you east of hydraulic. Yeah. So, this is a mixed bag. That's good. So that's pretty friggin' rough. Yeah. That's as we're going here, then you're going to see that's more and more the case.
Then you get something else.
But yeah, the school there, I pick people up and take them to that a couple of times, and pretty rough. Po folk. They be po folk. You're going to go this way. Yeah, sorry. Definitely want to go left. I forgot. This goes down further south. Not this stop sign, but the next stop sign. You want to turn right. I don't know. I was thinking Fortuna went all the way out to hydraulic. Okay, so these houses are not... yeah. These are like... some of them are duplexes, some of them are singles, but these houses are all rentals, and they're all Section 8 rentals. Wanted autos go straight.
I am.
Oh.
I'm just waiting. This guy came off.
And again, these are rentals you're looking at. And the people that live in them don't take care of them. They're shitty looking houses, some of them. A lot of these are condemned. That's the street we should have turned. That's fine. More than half of those houses are condemned. You see that window's open, that house is condemned. A lot of these are condemned. They're rentals. Yeah, this one you want to go ahead and turn right. Okay, there's the United States Postal Service. There's that concrete plant you see when you're doing 135 South. Yeah. And then still you see these are condemned. So for whatever reason, this most of this neighborhood is condemned. And that's another thing. There's like what did Daniel say? There's like 500 people in this town that own 8 or more rental properties. So they don't manage all of them properly. They manage them as slumlords, a lot of them. So left. Right is going to take you. There's a McDonald's and Subway there, and then that's 235, and that hoops back up and around and takes us back to our house. But that's way far away. That's actually not even 235 yet. That's still 135. And we are turning left, which is north, onto South Hydraulic. This is a concrete plant. See that? There's a whole bunch of industrial stuff here. And then I'm just going to kind of hold this way. And this is all South Hydraulic that you're looking at. And these are all rentals. So when you look at that house on the map, you just want to go east a little bit, like maybe 5 or 6 streets. And this is all South Hydraulic. This is what you're looking at. There you go, right there. That's when I come down here and pick people up, I make sure my firearm is in the correct placement, it's ready to go, and all that stuff. These stores are all really crummy. This is a quick trip, but honestly, I'm surprised they haven't sold it. Fat Ernie's is supposed to be a really good place to eat, even though it's a hole in the wall shithole dump down here in the hood. And then right here by Louis Liquor, just to give you an idea, is one of the places you can buy some of the most auténtico sabrosas más sabor de Mexico places too. Oh, that's Shooters. Where's the place I'm thinking of? It's right here, right in this. Now I can't think of what it is. There's a place where you can get some friggin' tamales here. If you want tamales that are like authentic Mexican tamales, they're supposed to be some of the best in town. And then you got that, and I can't imagine what he's down here in the hood for with a car like that. Anyway, we're also not that far from Ross Parkway. That entire area, if you look up Ross Parkway in Wichita, that entire area is, go ahead and hang a right up here. That entire area around Ross Parkway is all wartime housing that was not supposed to last 20 years. And it did, and they're still living in it. And it's, I'll do another video on Ross Parkway. It's really bad. That's another place I make sure my gun's ready to go. Oh. Oh, and Spangles is not good. So, this is Southeast Boulevard. It kind of follows the train tracks, and it goes all the way down to Derby and then Mulvane, and it's mostly 50 miles an hour. Apparently Discount Auto Glass and Tire is okay. I don't know about the floor place. Spangles, no. The laundromat, again, one of those places I'm pretty careful around. Whoosh. You know where you're at now?
Yeah, I go that way and I go to work.
Yep, that's for sure. This is one of the older Burger Kings in town. They still have an old school play place that is falling apart. And then Dollar Generals are everywhere. You can't pick on a Dollar General for being in a crap hole little place like that. There's some places there. You want to get on the freeway. Not this one, right? But the next one, right at the light.
Yeah, that's south.
Yep. So, anyway, if you go straight, you're going north on 135. You can look at that on the map. If you go here, which we're going to do, it's kind of hard to do with that truck pulling all the way into the... This guy's pulled all the way into the intersection.
Dude.
In California, they're being violent with it. Here, they're just dumbasses. I don't, and it's not all of them. It's like 20% of them. Fair? Yeah. That's fair. She said that's fair. He's even more. You get a green light. I could get the green light. If I get the green light, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my God.
All right. That's enough of that. So we're getting on 135, and we'll some of the stuff you can see around here. Anyway, this is all the way over to the freeway if you want to look at that on a map too. I'm going to leave it go at that, right at 20 minutes. I'm not going to do any serious editing. This is just going to be kind of raw footage. And that's that neighborhood. I just thought you would want to see that. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.